Hey, good evening, good evening. This is Spirit Journey. Today is June 7th, 2016, and it is 6:49 p.m. And this is my little laddie boy. He was just sitting down and looking at me, so I picked him up, and I wanted to put him on the camera. Hey, say hello. Okay, I'll put you down. Yeah, his name is Lavender. I call him Lavin. Yes, I want to talk about something today. I did put up some videos yesterday, and I know two of them I still have to post. I'm having problems trying to load it up. But either way, what I want to talk to you about today, well, I had a nice day, a simple day, and I I went to the Pier 84 in Manhattan, and the weather was absolutely beautiful, very beautiful. The sky was a dusty blue, and the clouds were very fluffy and white. And this area, this Pier 84, has a, a big patch of grass and trees, and it's built on top of water. And it's absolutely beautiful. And I sat under a tree and I got my shade, and the sun was really, really feeling good, and there was a cool breeze. I felt very reflective, very appreciative. And I didn't get any reading out there as I thought I was going to do. And then the wind started to get real strong, and I said, I think it's going to rain shortly. So I packed up, headed home, and lo and behold, when I went to the courtyard at my building, some droplets started to come down. I said, So I went in my apartment, just reclined a little bit. Then I made some dinner. I had a salad. Very good. You see, when you're not really trying to make something good, that's when it comes out well. And then I fed my little dogs. I have 3 dogs. But now I feel kind of reflective. I was just a moment ago thinking about my life and certain relationships or friendships, whether to continue them or not. And I don't know, I think sometimes I start to think that I'm the only one that's different and everyone is the same, and I'm trying to find my niche in life, and it's like make me feel uncomfortable with myself. And I said to myself, why do you feel this way? Are you believing the illusion that you're different and everybody else is the same? And I started thinking more, and I said, maybe we really are all the same. And I think the latter is true. I was also thinking about, it might have been, it's over 6 months ago. I went to see a spiritualist. He does, I think, the Reiki and hypnosis and things like that. And first type of person like that I ever went to. And I went to him twice. But one of the visits to this individual, we first talked before we had a hypnosis, session, and we talked for quite a while. We talked for maybe 2 hours, and come here, come here, come here. My other dog, I'm sorry. my other dog, I have 3. Yeah. So I was stressed out, and I was the stress was due to trying to find answers to questions that I have. Those spiritual questions like, who are you? Where do you come from? What's your purpose in life? Those type of things were my issues, really. And I was hoping in visiting, seeing him, that it would get me answers, or closure. And at one point, he said to me, and I was surprised, he says, "Don't you get it?" And I looked at him and says, "This is all that there is. You don't seem to get it. This is all that there is, and that you are the magic." Something like that he said. You are the magic. You make it happen. And interesting, yesterday's video I talked about magic. What is magic? What is the occult? And it was, wow. I never expected to hear that. And in fact, he started to cry. And it was very revealing. And I realized that, hey, we really all are the same. And whether you're a spiritual counselor, healer, we all have that part of us that we have to deal with. We have to look out at ourselves in the mirror. And we talk in the mirror and say, who are you? What is my purpose? And we all had to come out from something, and so did this practitioner. So I also, in the same vein, same thought. When I went to the Pier today, Pier 84, it was just a reminder again about, who we really are. How do we view ourselves and others? And it was revealing again to me. When I went to this pier, I wanted to try to find where's the best spot for me to sit under. I knew I wanted to sit under a tree, and I felt uncomfortable when I walked by a group of men. They were young men, laborers. And they were lying down at the sun. They were sleeping. They didn't do anything to me or anybody else. But I had fear. And I didn't want to feel, you want to feel a sense of freedom, because I know I wanted to lie down and, maybe even pray out loud or talk to the universe. And so you don't want to sit too close to people, because you want still a sense of privacy. And I didn't feel that way if I sat too close to those men. And I felt a little afraid of them. So I said, I'll just sit, over there. It was still in eyesight of those individuals, but I had some sense of some distance. And then, I closed my eyes, wanted to rest a little bit. And then when I opened my eyes, there was a couple sitting in front of me. And I said to I feel a little funny even saying, because it's so revealing about myself and my biases that I see that I have. The couple, they were Caucasians, and they were small. Well, I should say, the guy. They were young. They were probably in their 20s, late 20s maybe, and they were he was smoking some type of pipe, a glass pipe or something. I only saw part of it, but it looked weird, and I said, "Well, this guy is doing drugs." And wow. Now, I've never done illicit drugs, and I never, was a smoker. And I think, now what if the people who were sitting in front of me, what if they were so-called minority, or the day laborers that were lying down across from me? Now, who was doing the drugs? Who was drinking the beer out of a brown paper bag? Not those day laborers, but these, Caucasian Americans sitting just maybe 8 feet away from me, in front of me. And then to the far right from them were young white females. They just kind of so-called new agey like. And then they were smoking their weed. And all the air, their smoke was coming my direction, and I didn't want to smell it. But I judge those day laborers. I judge them. And here, the so-called Caucasians, they're probably like middle class background, but they were doing the drugs and the alcohol in public. But yet, my response, and I see, what I'm trying to point out in this is that we have these beliefs, these limiting beliefs about others and even ourselves, and how I doubted myself for a long time. I put the chains on my body, so to speak, emotionally, socially. Here I'm going to judge someone because of the color of their skin or their socioeconomics. And here you see a mainstream white Americans who are doing the drugs and the alcohol. And yet I initially had bias about the guys. So we walk around, I feel, like a persona. We have different masks, I see. And I had one. When we go outside, I probably have a persona. And at that Pier 84, the persona, I don't want to be around certain types of people. And yet these people that, some races want to emulate Caucasians. They want to live like them, live in their neighborhoods, all this and that, because of a belief system that they're superior or better than. But yet, if someone like myself had a bottle of booze in a brown paper bag, or do have this funny glass pipe, or the joint, and doing this in public, I would be considered bad influence. Or what I would say with the mask. So we can have all different personas. The goody two shoes, or even the new age, or the druggy type, or the all different personas, or the affluent looking type. I see like that spiritual advisor I went to last year, he too had his own persona. And when he cried in front of me, because of the conversation we were having, we talked about a lot of things, but in him talking to me, it, I guess, triggered a memory in himself, and he broke down in front of me. And it's not the first time that people who I might want to look up to as being a teacher or an authority of some type, and then I feel like disappointed when I see that they have weaknesses like everybody else. This is part of the illusion in this world that I'm experiencing, and maybe as what this guy is saying, you are the magic. You create your own world, because we're all just trying to make the best out of this planet, this prison planet, it seems more like. But again, you have a choice of how you want to look at it, half full or half empty. When I want to sit down in the sun and enjoy nature, okay, then it's in abundance, it's fullness. But when I started judging people, then it became half empty. I have to learn not to judge people and to be fair and to realize that, hey, we all are a work in progress. I am a work in progress. And it's embarrassing to me when I see that I'm no better than anybody else and that I needed to come clean and to throw out those things that are limiting to us. I need to expand my thinking and to just realize, we're all human. So whether you're a doctor, lawyer, a seamstress, a street sweeper, or unemployed person, we're all in this, under the dome together. And it's just an awareness that I'm here at this junction of my life to learn that we're all the same. Wow. So this is just what I wanted to share off my chest, and to come clean within myself. And I feel that if I feel this way or experience these emotions, perhaps the people who are watching this video will have, had experienced what I did, that limiting beliefs about self or others, or judging others or self, and thinking that we're all just different, or some people are better than others. And we're not. We're all the same, and we have different masks, and we're different things to different people and different situations, So even doctors, does a doctor act the same when he gets home to his or her family? He or she has to take off their hat and be in their environment, So we all just, we might as well just learn how to just be ourselves. And in my spirit journey, I want to learn how to be myself and how to not be behind a mask. So let me know what you think. If you want to share your comments or your experience, just write them below. And you can share this video with friends or family members. You can subscribe to Spirit Journey. And once again, please give me the thumbs up. Peace to you guys. Bye-bye.